Alrighty, and we are live. Yo, hello, and welcome once more. Welcome, for the first time to our session 0 of Hearts of War, our new Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen campaign. We are the Rollets of Fate, and as always, we are super excited to be here with you this evening. We hope you had a wonderful festive season. But finally, we are back! Yay! I was missing you all. I am DM Cisco Blanco, your Tail Weaver and Chaos Coordinator. And by my side is our sensational cast. Some are new, others are frequent users, but I will let them introduce themselves for now, if that's cool with all of you, actually. So just please, why don't you tell us who you are, where we can find you if relevant, because I know some of you are streaming as well. So please, let's go in alphabetical order for now, just to break the ice. So David, why don't you start? Please, take it away.
Yeah, so I go as Zonatic Cornet 14. That's my Twitch name. I also am a DM player on Rolly Grail. That's roll dash. No, actually, wrong already. I streamed before. Rolly dash Y Grail. That's where you can find me for other D&D stuff. But of course, I'm here today as a player. The forever DM curse is broken. Yeah, so I'm really excited.
Amazing. Thank you very much. Julia, please.
Great. Hi, everyone. I am Yulia. You cannot find me anywhere except here because I do not stream. But yeah, I guess that's all I have to say.
All right. Amazing. Okay. So let me check my little list. Nightly.
I'm Nightly Spectre. I mostly go by Nightly. I do stream on Twitch under the same name as Nightly Spectre.
Amazing. Yeah, thank you very much. We'll do after this, actually, at some point, I will add all the links for everyone. I forgot to do today, but we will be doing that on our channel. So, Lucky, you go next.
I am Lucky. I play in Cisco's Tuesday campaign. I am the betrayer. This campaign, I'll be just a heartbreaker, though. I also stream Lucky Blue Gaming, but very casual. I just kind of play whatever. And yeah.
Awesome.
On to our
Martin.
Martin.
Please. Thank you for that.
I am Martin, and I'm not in any streams either, so it's just me. You can see me here. You can see me on Wednesday, also on the Rollers of Fate Twitch, playing Tiny Cobalt.
Oh, he's so cute. We love Kai.
Yeah.
All right.
The second best druid.
Yeah, and finally, and definitely not least, Oculan.
Yeah, I should have given you my real name. I would have gone first. No, my name is Oculan. You can only find me here. I'm the only British one here, so naturally I'm the best looking one, so you should keep coming back. You can give it all that, but we all know it's true.
Yeah, we do. We totally agree.
I have a comically large cup for my tea, and I'll get the mascots out in a bit when they wake up.
Oh, we're looking forward to see Tess and Tickles. All right, so thank you very much for introducing yourselves. Now let's move to the announcements. Please, Lucky, take it away.
Of course. So folks, we are I feel like, let's just start from the top. We're here on Twitch or our YouTube channel at Rulers of Fate D&D, where you'll find all of our previous episodes from Candlekeep Mysteries on and the Sealed Purges of Urgloss on Tuesdays. The Wednesday campaign is the Eyes of Observation. And now, today, on our Sunday campaign, we have the Hearts of War, the modified version of Dragonlance, and the Shadow of the Dragon Queen. If you want to get in touch, please do so at the Rulers of Fate D&D at gmail.com. We also have our X channel, which is at Fate D&D. Our games use adult language, as well as jokes, situations, or themes that you might find inappropriate, scary, unusual, etc. So viewers' discretion is advised. Thanks to Tessa Presents for their awesome maps, to Darren Curtis and Tabletop Audio for their epic music, and to James Webster for their amazing art. And lastly, please give us a follow and a like if you haven't done so already to help us get our streams out to as many people as possible, and we will be forever grateful. if you follow, Martin might give you a high five.
All right.
They haven't followed yet. They
Nice.
haven't followed yet, Martin.
Thank you very much. Thanks to all of you for being here, playing with us, and to everyone who's tuning in from home. Please make yourselves comfortable, grab a nice drink. And now is the part where I will have said, and now let's find out where the drums of war are beating today. However, I would not be saying it, even though I just did. Yep. So let's jump straight into session 0. I didn't think of music, so forget the music. It's gonna be, I'll find something in the background in a minute.
I'll hum.
I think someone should just sing in the background, Lucky.
Yeah, I think that'll be good actually. I forgot about the music.
You got
Yeah.
a friend in me.
No.
Yeah,
I've got a soundboard if you want.
yeah, that's a good point actually. I completely forgot.
I've got some really weird Japanese anime noises.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, so let's
I
just
will-
do it without music because I'll have to test the volume and all those things. So I don't want to risk it for the biscuits. So it's gonna be a bit pew. But yeah, no worries.
We'll get copyrighted.
Yeah, no, we have a lot of music. The only thing is just the sound. I cannot really test it because I cannot stop the stream to listen anymore. So we'll just go without for this session, and then I'll get that ready for next week as we start actually playing. So what we're gonna do for this session 0 is gonna be a lot of me talking, but please, any clarification, any questions at any time, please stop me and I will be more than happy to repeat or go back to whatever topics you need me to go through again or anything like that. And we'll take it from there. So we're going to be talking about a lot of different things. So is everyone ready?
Yeah.
All right. Amazing. Okay, cool.
I speak for everyone. They're all ready.
Yeah. All right. That's
I'm the
amazing.
Lorax and I speak for the trees.
All right. Okay. So DM and player introductions. That will be our first topic. So you all know me already. We all have introduced ourselves already. So in terms of experience and all that, we'll just skip all that. I know all of you, like you guys mentioned, have a little bit of experience. We don't have any full newbies. So yeah, we will all pull it together. You all are aware of the campaign time, starting time and location and all that. So we'll do it online here. The only thing I think I told you all already, we'll need a little attendance policy. So we will need 48 hours notice. It's possible. I know sometimes life happens, but let us know if you cannot make it so we can find a way to kind of, we'll need to replace your camera and get a silent camera there instead of you there. Otherwise, it will shuffle the screen and the stream. So yeah. Alrighty. So that's the first group topic. That's one done. Okay. So any questions on that? I think that was pretty straightforward.
If you're not late, you're early.
Yeah, I love that
You're
actually.
not early,
Thank
you're
you.
late, sorry.
Thank you,
You're not early, you're
Oculan. I'm not the best at being too early, I have to be quite honest, but I will try my best so we can do it on time.
You've got to be here 3 hours before.
Yeah.
That's what we demand of you.
Yep. Alrighty. Game style discussion. So you all are aware, will you be using grids, Roll20? Sometimes we might use Theater of the Mind as well, or other, based on what the game goes, but we will stick to Roll20 all the time. There is certain things that are a bit kind of like delicate topics, some of them, but we will have to go through them. Starting with player versus player. That's something
Kill 'em
that,
all. Kill 'em all.
Lucky knows, Martin knows, those of you who play with me together, is not something I really love, to be honest with you. So I will kindly ask you to try to avoid it as much as possible.
Murder.
Yeah, let's try to use diplomacy instead. Also, I want to try to avoid as many checks between players as possible as well. We've had things happening on Tuesday regarding this. Mo and I discussed it before, so it's a bit weird one. Obviously, sometimes it happens, but we try to avoid them as well as much as possible. You guys are meant to be a group of heroes together, so even though there might be some shade around and things like that, we should all be believing each other, and I will give you the right to believe whatever you want to without checks, rather, if possible. But obviously, let's see how it goes, right? Okay. Another super delicate one, metagaming. I trust you all. I know all you are good people. Do not read your story. Do not spoil it for yourself. Do not check monster stats. Otherwise, you will spoil your own fun. But I know none of you will do that, so because it's boring and lame. Cool. Another fun one, microphone etiquette. So I think all of you have this. There is no one going off the line here. Please use some kind of earbuds, headphones to avoid double noising or audio feedback or things like that. Also, like we discussed before, please darken your camera if you need to go anywhere or something happens or whatever. Please do not stop your video anytime once we're streaming, unless obviously things happen. Like earlier on, my computer crashed for a second, so then we don't have a choice, right? But if you can also get used to muting yourself and putting yourself off mute before you're gonna speak afterwards. This is something that it helps a lot. So when you're not speaking, mute yourselves, please. On game, especially, obviously. Now it's okay, but once we start gaming, that kind of creates, because unfortunately, in person is different, right? Like, but here you cannot really. Yeah, it's only one person talking only on this mic, So if I'm speaking, Lucky speaks at the same time, for example, or Martin or whoever, we only hear one, So then it's that to have the on and off muting ourselves help us to control the flow of how many people can speak, That it can be a bit weird and awkward. Alrighty, so that was microphone etiquette. Very important as well. Mute your Discord alerts, because all of you, like if you connect and disconnect the sound, by example, if we can all try it, like mute and unmute ourselves, some of you will have the alerts on Discord on. So when you mute yourself, it will do like bleep, 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 and then those bleepings are really annoying eventually on the stream for people who are watching. So do you guys know how to change the settings on Discord to stop all notification sounds, actually? Or do you want me to go through it?
I don't, but I can figure it out.
I think only if you mute yourself. Like if I mute right, you shouldn't be able to hear me mute. It's only if you mute yourself you can hear yourself.
Yeah. I mean, on the stream, like I remember, like you remember Martin and Julia with Buzz, for example, he was always bleeping. So even though it depends on your setting, So could everyone try to mute themselves on Discord 1 second and unmute to see if we hear any bleeps, actually, if that's okay. Otherwise, we won't need to.
See, I think I've just changed it now, so hopefully it should. Hey.
Can you hear mine?
No, so far I don't hear any, actually.
I mean, in my case, I can just.
Yeah. If you guys use that.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Then we are. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys.
Just keep it like that, Yulia. That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully as well the same with the messages. If you have. If you're expecting Discord messages, make sure you can do that. If you can make a note of that for everyone to check the notification alerts, But normally it should be okay, All right, amazing. Break food and snacks. Snack as much as you want. Do not forget to mute yourself if you are crunching chips and crisp and things like that. I mean, popcorn or whatever. Do not forget to hydrate. And we also, in terms of breaks, we take always one break around 9-ish, 9:15, we something like that, depending on how the game is going. We will always take a 10-minute break. Sometimes it might take a little bit longer than 10 minutes. But yeah, and we will be doing that today as well. So you guys have time to do whatever. Okay. Cool.
Question.
Please.
Sorry. Could we possibly, I don't know what everyone else thinks, but could we possibly take the break around the halfway point? Is 9 the halfway point, or?
I think 9 kind of. I think 9 kind of works. If that's okay with, I think it's kind of halfway. It's a little bit less than halfway because it's an hour and a half we're gonna be playing, no? From 7, let's say from 7 for stream purposes, 7 to 10:30. So I think 9 it kind of like is a good halfway point if everyone is happy with that. Also, it helps because that's the time that we normally take it, so it's kind of easy for all of us to kind of monitor it as well, you know. How is that sound? Cool.
Yep, cool with me.
All right, amazing. Is that are you happy with that, Julia?
Yep.
Okay, amazing. Thank you. All right, table behavior and conflict management. Well, be nice as you all are already. I don't have to say anything regarding this. We're all adults and very nice, kind people. Obviously, like I was saying, only one of us can speak at the time, and be understanding to that others might take a bit longer to act or answer. These kind of little things, you know, like this is an awkward topic, but yeah, we'll just keep it through. But you guys all know we all like very well behaved people here, so yeah. Okay. How to give players and GM feedback. This is also a very awkward topic. Obviously, if there is something that you guys don't like, or my style, or things that you disagree, try not to do it in the middle of a game. The same way for me. This applies to myself. Obviously, we all are different, and situations may arise or whatever, and things might get a bit heated up during combat or things like that. So we will try to be as diplomatic as possible. I'll ask for your forgiveness in advance because sometimes I might get a bit like kind of thing with my tone of voice. So that's as far as I will actually get. Or maybe swear in a non direct way, more like swearing to the universe rather than people. But yeah, I do get like that if I get a bit stressed during combat. All of you know already. Okay, cool. And now we're gonna go to a very long topic. This one is called rolling guidelines, where and how we roll, and this apply to rolling the dice and rolling in terms of our stream, right? So we use D&D Beyond and Roll20, like we discussed already. So you, the dice roller in Discord for stats. That's and then we use this rule that is called Death Save on Silence. That we'll go through that on the house rule later on. But all of you have Beyond 20, I assume, right? You all have that to be able to roll in Roll20. So why don't we all try to actually roll in your character sheet? Let's roll a wisdom saving throw to see how much this conversation is getting inside your mind at the moment, and how close to a brink of destruction you are as hearing my voice for this long in a row. So please, cool. All right. Wisdom save.
Almost an hour one.
Yeah, I don't know why there is no sounds on here.
Come on.
Yeah. That's something we'll have to work on. I'll make a note.
Mine come through at all? Is it? Oh.
Yeah, I don't think I actually changed the settings.
Got it.
That's why. Yeah, okay, that came through, but not other.
Yes.
Why though? Who knows? All right, I'll make a note of this actually, and then look into it. Roll20, because it could have been me that have done something. Roll20 blips. Yeah, so I think that Bleep sound question mark. All right, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who are we missing? So we are missing we're missing you, Nightly. Do you have beyond 20? Oh no, sorry, you are there. My apologies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that's everyone. Yeah, all of you are
Yeah.
Nice.
sound.
I was having.
Yeah, so I think Lucky and Julia kind of failed this one. I think my voice is kind of getting too much. Well, and yeah, and Martin is rolling, right? Yeah, and Martin
Currently
as
rolling
well.
9.
Yeah, and 9. Yeah, so I think my voice is getting to your brain a bit too much. I'm sorry for that, guys. I'll try to soften my voice and try to make it more ASMR if that makes you happier. Okay. I know I have a quite sharp and aggressive voice, but yeah. Okay, thank you very much for that. We'll move to descriptive combat. Try to describe as much as possible. All of you who have played with us and with me before know that I love flavor. I'm all up for how things look like, how spells look like, how you draw your weapons, how you punch, how you even open a door sometimes. Just be your character, be on game, and try to do that and help us all to get into this kind of shared world together as much as we can. So like by example, if you're gonna attack a bad guy, don't go like, oh yeah, okay, so I'll roll an attack roll. So be more like, okay, I'll draw my sword, I'll go towards him, get aiming toward his neck, and then I kind of cut his neck off and then roll, some things like that. Makes it much more fun to listen and to all of us to feel immersed. But you all know that already. Okay, fantastic. Sharing the spotlight, players to stay on character all the time. So this is pretty much the same, to describe and narrate your actions instead of asking for checks. Be your character, yeah. So I think that's the same thing twice, pretty much. All right. Another little rule clarification that things that I find we find on stream. Inside checks are not mind reading. So for you to get an inside check, you need to speak a little bit. You cannot just meet someone and without even talking said, oh, I want to inside them. Like you need to kind of get a little bit more like, like imagine I am the Dragon Queen, right? Takis is herself. And I'm like, you mortals will perish. And then someone says, inside check. It's like, well, all she said is that you mortals will perish. So you could insight she's telling the truth or not, but you won't be able to insight what her favorite food is, right? If she just said all you mortals will perish. So this is a good example, right? On being not mind reading.
We can guess that maybe mortals.
Yeah, mortals is her favorite. Souls, right? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that kind of goes there well.
I was thinking spicy food.
Yeah, actually, yeah, curry. I imagine Takis is loving curry and spicy foods, definitely. Yeah. Maybe Thai chilies, yeah. All right, so in terms of that, also another little thing that I like, the narrative drives the mechanics, not the other way around. So describe, explain, and talk in character rather than asking for checks, So then, like, if you start saying, all right, so as we enter the room, I'll go towards the table, I start opening the drawers, I will ask you straight away, make an investigation check, and it makes it more as being immersed on the scene rather, Another one, persuasion is not charm. Hostility rules may apply for NPCs. That is something that I use quite a lot. As per the rules, monsters have certain levels of hostility before you come to the scene normally. So if a monster is very hostile, checks will be a disadvantage if they consider you a foe, if they have issues with certain things that you might be doing, if you disapprove, and then based on that, then you as many checks as you do, and as the conversation goes, things could turn into initiative. They could, but sometimes if monsters are in a very hostile manner, it might not work as you want it to work. So I want you to all be aware and ready for those situations. Okay.
saying I can't just fireball everything?
You can fireball everything, but you won't be able to persuade the dragon to stop fireballing you. To persuade the dragon to stop fighting once you fireball them
what's the
once.
That's
point?
brave of you to say while you're
What's-
within fireball range.
Yeah.
What's the point?
I know lots of people like persuasion rather than combat, so yeah, okay.
I hope I fail my persuasion rolls. I can hit stuff. Then.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, I just realized something. Yeah. Okay. Nope, that was fine. No worries. I'm still new at streaming, like I'll keep saying. So yeah. Cool. Another thing. Where are we? Characters of time. Certain rules qualification. Yeah. Okay. Here. Language and inappropriate topics. Try to avoid real life discussion on game, especially about race, religion, sexuality, and political views. Obviously, on game for your character is okay, but let's keep it nice. Like there is certain topics that we don't really want to go, and this is quite relevant because now is when we move to lines, veils, and X cards. So I assume all of you have been reading the safety tools for gaming that we will be using. Is everyone aware of what we mean by safety tools on gaming? Let's start with that. Oh, what was that?
I think so.
Okay, so let's go one by one, if that's okay with you guys. David, are you aware of what it means, these safety tools for gaming that we'll be using?
My general understanding is that it's just tools that, and they can also be very specific to the people at the table, very individualized. But there's also general things which is just like, it's kind of like safeguarding in a way, which is just obviously just making sure that to give an example would be like for say if it's horror and stuff, you're making sure there's not horror themes in there, and you've actually part of a session 0 to talk these things out. Is that we stay away from this completely, or just like allows you to have safety nets for people as well, even if you do choose to go in there. There's ways to like mitigate.
Amazing. Yeah,
That's my understanding.
Yeah, no, that was really good. Thank you for that. Julia, you've been on my games before. You are aware of the X card. Do you remember what the X card does and how we're gonna be using it? If that's okay with you.
Not specifically.
Go low in the frame.
All right. Does anyone remember or are aware of it? Otherwise, I'll just go through it.
My guess is that if it's anything that you're uncomfortable with, you can use it, and we will move away from that. If there is something like if there's a slavery and you don't like slavery and you're really strong about that, you just press the X, and we'll just,
I'm so sorry. I thought you meant cart. C-A-R-T.
Oh no! Sorry,
Card.
no cards. Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah.
So basically that if there's anything that we are doing that anybody feels uncomfortable with, then you can press this card, and we'll just move forward, trying to avoid it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, that was pretty concise. Okay. And nightly. Actually, I'll just to take the awkwardness away, I'll just talk a little bit about it. So the X card is an optional tool that created by John Statopoulos. I assume this is a Greek person. Obviously, I think the name sounds very Greek. I could be wrong though. That, like you said, Martin, it allows everyone to kind of unedit things that you might make you feel comfortable playing, since all of our RPGs will be improvisational. Things like this could happen anytime. So an X card is just a simple way for us to say, I'm not comfortable with this. And it's things that you never know, like there is games and topics that might actually be things that you are not even ever thought of that might make you feel uncomfortable, or even just today, like you are not in the mood for those kind of jokes for whatever reason in your lives. So you don't need to explain why. You just press the X card. Is there in Roll20? Could we all actually 1 second make sure that you know how to press the X card? So if everyone can do it on Roll20, you guys can find it there. The easiest way,
Sorry.
if you go under where you see your names, there is an X card there. You see it under Jared. There is an X card little symbol on Roll20. If you see it on the map there on the bottom under
Where?
the names.
Nice.
Yeah, and you see all our names list on Roll20. DM Cisco, Lucky,
Yeah, I can see all the
Thessalia.
names.
And then
but
under
I don't
Jared,
see-
no.
No.
I just found it in the macros.
Oh, really? Okay, so let me actually I'll make a note of that as well, so make it public.
Oh, because you go in the macros and if you can put it in bar. So you
Yeah,
probably
let
have
me
it in
actually
bar.
do it. Let me just change it right now, because I can do that from my other. Let me add it here. Xcar in bar. So it should be on in bar.
But that's personal to your computer, to you. So you have it in bar, but everybody else has it in the macros. So
Okay,
you have
okay,
to go in the
okay.
macros
Yeah.
then press the in bar.
Yeah. So are you all comfortable how to access the macros in Roll20?
Oh, safety tools. I can see safety tools.
It's the second
Ah!
next to the wheel.
Yeah.
You have the second.
I got
is,
it.
Yeah, I think it's
free.
individual for each of you. So
Oh, hang on. Did you do it?
yeah, it keeps
No, it didn't.
appearing and disappearing. So yeah, it's kind of
What?
doing
Keep
something.
going. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you go on the macros.
Oh, if I do this, will it then do it? I'm confused. Ooh, choose.
Okay, so the best way, if you go on the macros, like Martin said, just
Yep.
make it visible, active. Like you can do it. The easiest way it will be to just put it in bar, click it on the very bottom there. It says X card, and then you click in bar, and then it will appear on the very bottom underneath the names, and then you will be able to roll it like this.
Did I do it? No. Yes? No.
Nope. You got Jared, you got Victor, Nightly,
Oops.
me. So yeah.
Ah, everybody can see with the things.
Yeah.
So,
So-
if I hide that goes away. And also... No, that didn't work like that. I was trying to see if I could... So I can show it, then it's not giving me the option to choose it. Hang on. Choose. This.
Yeah, what you will have to do once you put it on Mac, or like you activate the option there to put it on macros, then you will actually see it at the bottom underneath the names,
Oh,
as well.
hang on.
It's just
Yeah,
like a
there we
little
go.
tab
There
there.
we
You have to
go.
go all the way to the
There
bottom.
we go.
Yay.
I was...
Okay.
I've not been... You don't use Roll20 for a month, and it's
I know,
like
right?
you forget how to use it.
Lucky, are you? Do you see the X card as well?
I see it. No, I see safety deck.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So if you go to macros, on the very
It's at the
bottom,
top.
yeah,
Oh, it's gone.
yeah,
Macros on the top, you said?
And then if you look at, you know how it says fast forward frame by frame, etc. It gives you option
X
in
card.
bar, and X card's at the very bottom. You just click in bar.
Oh.
Hey.
yeah. Okay,
We know how to use
amazing.
technology.
Yeah. Sorry for this. It feels a bit schoolish, but it's something that is for, like I said, is very
course.
important for me. Your safety and that you feel comfortable is my main priority on the games. So this is something that I'm gonna take very seriously. The same with everyone. I expect for all of us to take this very seriously. We're all different people, and some of us may have different boundaries on game and things that we don't feel comfortable. So this is something that we have to abide by, unfortunately, even if it's a bit annoying sometimes. So the same once more now. If everyone is comfortable with this topic, can we move to lines and bells and the definitions of it, if that's okay with everyone?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Victor, did you have a look through the safety tools or nightly at all? Are you aware of what lines and bells means on RPGs? We cannot hear you.
Hello?
Oh yeah, no. Yeah.
There we go. You repeat that? My headset cut out.
Yeah, no, just to, are you okay? Did you go through the safety tools as well? Do you know what the lines and veils mean actually on RPGs that we will be using?
I briefly looked over it, but I forgot completely.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's been a while since I looked.
No worries. So the line is a hard limit, something that we will not be crossing. Lines represent a place where we don't want to go on our role playing. By an example, this is not an example that fully applies unless you guys tell me. By example, lots of people don't feel comfortable with torture on game, so then we will just not go there at all. If some of you have a line on something, we just will not go into that topic on game at all. Then we have veils. Veils is a pan away or a fade to black scene moment. So if the similar concept, but instead of not going through it, like imagine you want to charm. Let's think of Baldur's Gate. You want to have sex with the druid in wild shape. And it's something we're not gonna be describing how your character have sex with the fucking druid in wild shape, right? Like, how to have sex with the bear, or how you're gonna have, there is things that will put a pan away from the scene,
Where's your commitment?
Yeah, we might ask you to do a Constitution saving throw to see how you perform. Who knows? But
and I wait for squirrels dropping a nut.
3 levels of exhaustion.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry guys, this is a little bit awkward. So okay, so these lines and veils will be things that you guys and me together as a team will put the limits of where are your hard limits, where are your soft limits. So what I've done, if you all go to the journal in Roll20, you will see there a little document that says on the very top, lines and veils, please add on. Can you all see that on the journal in Roll20?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in there, you can find things that I've already added, that are things that I don't do, pretty much. So you see some kind of lines there and some veils. So I'll go through my own, and then please, as we go along, any game, anytime, you don't have to do it now. Feel free to confidentially add your lines and veils there if you don't feel comfortable discussing it now. My ones, animal cruelty is a no. Doesn't matter what, no exception. Obviously, you need to hunt, you need to eat. That's okay, obviously, on game. But anything beyond that, it makes me feel very uncomfortable.
I would disagree. But
I know, right? My poor bird on Wednesday, she dies every session almost, my familiar. But that's okay. I mean, that's not cruelty. That's just being a familiar, right? It sucks.
Sure.
Sexual violence, that's also a line. Sexual orientation or sexist, OTT jokes or comments, another super line there as well. I will say this one, you guys can read it, so because I don't want to go through all of them now, so you can have a look in there and Roll20 as we go along. I might mention that everyone from Malaga, that is where I come from, have a little mild cockroaches phobia. So it's something like that I don't really do cockroaches, but yeah, I'm working on it. Amazing. And yeah, you see the rest of there. So please add things to that, okay? And then we will take it quite seriously. And also, once more, you have the safety tools also on Discord that you can read through all the links and there. So yeah, please have a read and let's keep up with that, even though it's topics that are being annoying. Okay. Any questions regarding all that?
Nope.
Are you all
No, good so far.
okay? Are you all happy if we move away from this now to a different
Yeah.
topic?
We're happy here.
All right, amazing. Okay, so let's go to campaign guidelines. Okay, okay, we're getting there, guys. Actually, no, we've done this already. What's going on here? Damn it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's here. So yeah. Okay, this is the right thing. So let me just make sure. So we'll be playing. We all discussed it already. It's from 6:30 to 10:30, 10:45 for a minimum of 2 years. All of you are aware of that. The module version will be a little bit of homebrew, a little bit of modified version, a little bit of the module, a mix of all of those, adding with your characters backstories. So that's the kind of way we're gonna be playing this campaign. The expectations that I have for you on our campaign, let's put it like that, is I'll go through a few things and then you guys can tell me things that you expect as well. We'll go always, and then you guys can tell your expectations of the campaign and we'll make notes and kind of get together with all of this as a team. So things that I would love for us to happen, obviously to have fun, that's my main priority, maintaining the mood of a worldwide war. Disaster, despair, and tragedy, and famine, and remembering that our nice story will need to be a serious one when appropriate. So this is something, what is going to be happening on game is a very dramatic story, right? So obviously we are here to have fun. We want to tell jokes, but your characters maybe are going under an invasion of their land. There is not gonna be the right way on character to do jokes. So as we are gonna try to stay immersed on characters and forget our true selves while we are playing, then that's what I mean, right? Is that clear for everyone? Does it make sense? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Okay. Another one, to make our characters to feel as real as possible. Remember that our key word is heart. I've gone through all of this with you several times already. This is something we want to try. That's why our campaign is called Hearts of War, because it's going to be a dramatic story about people with feelings, and this is very important to create 3D characters, so they are not only one-dimensional rather, Please, this is something that Lucky knows as well, and Julia and Martin are really good with this already. So I like on my games for players to follow my cramps and my hooks, because we all playing together. This is a game that we all do together as a team, and the same way I'll follow your backstories, I'll follow your initiative, I will be yes and to everything or no but if I have to, but I expect the same from you. So this is something that is quite important for me, because it's hard work as well to be a DM, and so if you see hi guys, there is a door there and the door is shining and it says enter. That's what I mean, right? And everybody's like, my character doesn't like doors. I'm turning away. I'm
Something's
going.
up with this door.
Yeah,
I
so-
can't quite
It
pick it
would have
out.
been like
yeah.
an hour with the door eventually, but eventually
Yeah.
we'll go through. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't mean that you have to stick to everything I say, because that's not the game we're playing. Your characters have choice and agency, of course, but you will know, when an NPC turns out of nowhere and says, "Hi, adventurers, I have a quest for you," and everyone goes like, "Nope, I'm going." That's the kind of situation that I'm gonna be like, "Come on, guys,
Boring.
follow my cramps," remember, right? Yeah, so this is what I mean by it, right? Obviously, like once more, your characters have agency. Oh no, damn it, we got some X cards going on there. Rewind. No. Yep, they're attacking me. Damn it, we're under attack here. Okay, cool.
He said hi.
Yeah. That will probably hit my AC. I'm a commoner, right? My AC is probably
He's
like
dead. He's
10.
dead probably.
Yeah. Damn it. I've been stuck here, guys. Please help. All right.
Yeah, he's like hello.
Hello. Another one that is one topic that is a bit weird as well. Players to think as a group, think that your actions might have serious consequences for your entire group. So obviously, whatever you do will affect the party, and this is important to us as well. Keep an eye on, remember that. Yes and no but. That's the kind of the style that I like. As we all do it with each other too, I will expect you to have this attitude too with each other, So if you guys are having a conversation, role playing on game, by example, and Victor asks maybe Thessalia something, and she answers no straight away, that is the end of the storytelling, right? So try to, obviously there is times where the answer is no, but then there will be a no, but some things, so the story keeps flowing, like if you know what I mean, right? So this is something that we all should aim to do, as much as we can, to keep this story flowing, to promote improvisation. Another thing I will ask you kindly as well, let's all allow ourselves to railroad our characters, as I do with my NPCs and monsters. I'll give you an example. I'm in charge of those evil people, right? And it will make sense that a lot of the monsters will hit to kill, but I might not do it, because even though it is a game, my priority is for you to have fun, and I know that if I kill your character, you're not gonna have fun anymore, right? So the same way works for your characters. There is situations where your character will strongly want to do something, but that something is not gonna be fun for everyone else, because you're gonna be maybe going for 2 hours away, dividing the party in a selfish thing. So this is the kind of situations where I will love you if you can railroad your character actions the same way that we railroad our monsters or NPCs, Is everyone happy, comfortable with that, and understand what that means?
Aye.
All right. Amazing. Yeah. Remember that I will be your character's number one fan as well. And I'm also a player, so these things are as important, because we all have to have fun here together. Okay. I'll skip this one. This is something as well. If you need to ask me any private questions or anything during session, the best way to reach me is to use the Discord. Not Discord. To use Roll20 Whisper. Do you all know how to whisper in Roll20?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go. All know how to do it. Can we all just try it? And whoever doesn't know how to do it, please ask me, and I will explain you right now how to DM whisper, or whisper to another player, because you can whisper to each other too. Are you all familiar how to do it? Yeah, okay, yeah. No, okay. So if you type in roll20 slash W, okay, sorry, maybe that should be right? Let me just make sure. That because I might have forgotten myself, guys. It's been a while without DMing too.
It's
There you go.
/WGM.
Yeah. /W, and then you're gonna have a little window appearing when you do that. Yeah. So what
sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Seems I've actually forgotten how. /W. Or
Yeah,
W/.
W, and then it's /W.
/.
Yeah, you put a space, and then you need to start typing. So
it's
in
a
my
space,
case,
GM.
in
There
my
we go.
space
I
will
didn't put a
be
space.
DM. You can contact any player doing this. You just need to know their name, use the same name that they are using. So I got a message there from Jared. Yeah, that's all private. So I got one from Julia, one from Martin, one from Oculan, one from Victor, one from Lucky, and one from Sonated. Okay, yeah, so we got everyone. Amazing, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. Awesome. All right, totally know that. All right, so yeah, we can move on then. All right, and now let's go to the players' expectations. I should have asked you, but please do elaborate. What do you actually expect from the campaign? What do you expect from me? What do you expect from this world?
Death.
So let's continue with our flow, if you guys are okay. We went with Victor. So Lucky, what are your expectations? And then each of us can go, or whoever
Treason.
wants to.
Lucky, not treason.
No trees in this campaign. Maybe. But the only thing I expect, if you're gonna RP, just commit to it. Just don't be afraid to get really into your character, even if it's cringy. Just really commit to it. Get out of your comfort zone if you can, and then don't worry about don't worry about looking like a. Yeah, I was gonna say don't be a murder hobo, but don't be afraid to look silly or dumb sometimes. Like in a Tuesday campaign, I play a small fairy. I got put in a I became insane doing something, and then I got put in a front carrier, and our barbarian carried me around. I was his little baby, if you will. But yeah, so don't be afraid about looking silly. It's fun sometimes. Yeah, that's it for me.
Maximum chaos. You know, ward stuff.
Okay, amazing. Oculam, Martin, Julia.
If it don't look right, it's getting a smite. That's my motto.
Okay, yeah, we love that.
No, I'm obviously not looking at everything.
No.
I have a character arc planned out for my guy. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll find out on game, but feel free, like always. Sorry, let me just put my camera. Come on, stop doing that. Yeah.
He might start out by annoying people with his invisible mage hand,
better.
but he'll grow as a person.
Yeah. Okay. So
I think.
Like always, guys, I'm an open for you anytime, any help, anything you need. So if things come up on game that we want to discuss on private, or things that you don't like, or anything that you are not enjoying, please let me know. I'm here for you. I always say that the DM is like a river for where their players are swimming sometimes. So for me to have fun, it means that you are having fun. If you are having fun, then I'm having fun. Otherwise, the game is not working. All of us should have fun, including me and you. So that's our main thing. All right. So, anyone has any other questions regarding this topic, or should we move on?
I'm good.
No worries. Yep, I
I'm
think.
still here. I'm just doing something.
No, don't worry. It's no biggie. Cool. All right. So I guess silence means move on. All right. So let's do it. Okay. Soon we'll take a break in around a little bit, but we'll just go for another couple of topics and then we'll do that. All right. So Warriors of Kryn. This is another difficult one, right? I know some of you know more about this than others, but we will be using mass combat through Warriors of Kryn game, as per instructed in the module. We will be using our teams that are already in place now. So you guys have teams for role playing already. So then we'll be using those teams to actually play together the Warriors of Kryn. So could you remind me who the teams are? Actually, those will be your character connection teams. So who is with who? Who is your team with Zonated?
I believe it's Volcan. Yeah, I believe it was. I think that's the duos you're talking about. Yeah, so yes.
All right. So when we play Warriors of Kryn, you will play as one player. Just in the beginning, because the game is recommended for 5 players. So we are 6 plus me 7. So I don't count. So we will be doing it like that. That will help you guys as well to get into it.
Cool.
Julia, who is? So the two of you will play one character, as you were the same character in the beginning. Just until we familiarize with the rules and how to do it. That will also speed up the game as well, because it's a different game altogether, right? So it's gonna be a bit unusual for us to jump, and imagine there is a siege situation. So whatever happens in the Warriors of Kryn game, then it will determine what happens to your character's own game afterwards.
But the main D&D game, we're our own separate.
Yeah, it's separate. Yeah. So imagine there will be situations instructed by the module where you guys will initiate this mass combat encounter. Mm-hmm. As I remember from the top of my head, I think there is 12 of those throughout the campaign. So there will be a situation where something happens that is too dramatic to just play as D&D. So we'll be jumping into that game, right? And then it's a whole new set of rules. It's a completely different game. Obviously, it's D&D based, but it's gonna be a challenge for all of us to actually learn it together. I don't actually feel that comfortable with it yet, but we will, right?
Who's that? Sorry.
Oh,
Is that Tickle?
Is that Tickle again?
Oh, hello, baby. Oh, you're mute.
This is Tess.
Oh, that's so sweet.
She's grooming me, but she's about to fall off my hand.
Oh, baby,
Oh.
she's so sweet, right?
No.
They're so amazing.
She's very dopey. She
Yeah.
doesn't quite get that she has to keep all 4 feet on the ground in order to stay standing.
Oh, bless her. She's so cute.
If I put her on one hand, she'll just
fall.
walk backwards and go off.
Oh,
She's a
no.
nut job.
You're right.
Yeah, she'll
Welcome.
go and-
So, Julia, who is your group with? You're on mute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now.
I know you told me. I think it's Lucky. I'm really sorry if I don't write it down. I forget it as soon as you.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So, have you guys kind of lucky? Have you guys even checked? You guys checked the rules a little bit, right?
I did check the rules about the Warriors of Kryn.
Yeah, it's just it's a bit tricky, like I said, we will have to learn as a team, and I don't expect me to tell you how to play, because I don't know how to play it either. So we have to all pull this together. This is not something like I can nurture you on doing, because I don't know how to do it myself. We have to
it's all
all
management.
we have as a team to learn together. So we will do a session 0 on this, a playthrough actually. If you guys are okay to learn how to play together, we will do it off stream maybe. Oculan, Martin, who is your team? Who are you teaming with actually?
I'm with Nightly.
All right. So have you guys looked through the rules as well a little bit?
I mean, I think the rules very basic.
Mm-hmm.
You have like some powers of your character and so on.
Mm-hmm. I know it's very.
I'm not sure how it's going to work, so but I imagine we'll just switch to a different screen and there'll be stuff. Because
Yeah.
obviously I don't have the cards or anything like that.
Yeah, no, it's a bit difficult. So in the beginning, what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna upload all the assets into Roll20, everything you will be needing to play. The dice is the only thing I cannot upload there because they are different dice. There is a skirmish die and there is a combat die that determine different things. So we'll use a d6, but we will determine which phase of the d6 means what, and then that way we can still use those dice, and that's the only thing that will be affected differently. Everything else we can do through. I know the instructions there that I put are very limited so far, but this is the basics. Just to, if you guys play any war games similarly, like I know from the top of my head, me and my best friend Tom, we used to play Fallout RPG kind of tabletop, and it's very similar in terms of you have different phases of combat, like moving phase, action phase, this kind of thing is very...
Yeah, I've played
I've-
Warhammer and stuff, so I'm familiar with that kind of thing.
Yeah, I played Eldritch Horror. It's a board game and it's kind of similar with different phases and stuff.
You're very quiet, Julia. I'm sorry.
I can shout.
Yeah, no, you sound good to me actually. Yeah, I don't know. You might want to put Julia a little bit higher in your end, Lucky, as well.
Yeah, that's all.
No, I think it's my mic. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's all good. Alrighty. Think Warriors of Kryn. So yeah, is everyone happy to actually? In 2 or 3 weeks, we will, once we play a few D&D sessions, we will actually, will you guys be happy to try in the playground scenario all together once I...
Oh, we have to play games. Oh, no.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn it, no!
that's that.
So I need a vote from everyone. Okay, so Julia, are you happy to do that?
Yes.
Okay, Knightley, would you be happy
Yeah.
to do that? Okay, Zonated,
Nah.
Martin,
Yeah.
okay, Oculan.
I feel like I have to follow suit now.
No, I'm sorry, you can say no. We are a democracy, right?
Peer
So,
pressure.
Yeah, if you think it's better if we try to learn it on game, we can try to do that too, but we're gonna make a shit show. That's the problem, no?
Oh no, we should probably do a session before.
All right. Do you agree with that, Mr. Lucky?
Well, I feel like I have to say no just to stick out.
No, damn it. I hate you. Don't
Okay,
do this
you are
to
not
me.
Gray. You are not Gray. Gray's dead.
Yeah, great night.
No, Gray is not dead. Gray Von
He's
Drake will
totally
live
dead.
forever in our
He
hearts.
had an accident,
Yeah.
and one of the dragons ate him. He mistook him for food.
Yeah.
The hero of Tiamat. He will
Yeah.
live forever.
So I'll keep you updated in when we will be doing that because it's a lot of work for me to do. So I will make sure that we will do it. We might need a different day that we are not playing. Otherwise, we could just try it online and do it on a stream. We'll see. It'll be a shit show, but it's okay. The point is for us to have fun. Our priority is to have fun. So anything else is secondary. All right, so you have the instructions there on Discord. So please, last time, go through them a little so we can all together figure it out afterwards. And I think with that said, I think this will be a good time for us to take a little break. What do you guys think? All right.
Sure. Yeah.
So we will take a 10 minutes
tea.
break here. So please, for you watching at home, don't go too far away. We'll be back in 10 once I
Run.
get my camera focused. Yeah, you can run. If you want to escape, now is the time. Yep, that's it, really. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we will see you back shortly. All right, bye-bye. Okay, welcome back, you all. Thanks for hanging on. I hope it wasn't too long. And yeah, we are back on. Even though my cam is still playing around a little bit, we're still all here. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you are enjoying this very boring session. But yeah, more fun discussions on the way. All right, so as we were all there, we were talking about Warriors of Green. That was the last thing we spoke about, I believe. So now we're gonna move to a topic that I discussed a little bit: how we roll the dice, how we roll and dice. So we spoke a little bit about these things already, but we'll go through some more of those as well. Okay, so Roll20, that's something else I want to ask you as well. Could everyone change your names on Roll20? Do you know how to change your names on Roll20? Okay.
You mean what appears under?
Yeah. So I need you to name yourselves as your. We'll do it all of us the same, like in the same format that I did myself. So change your name to your character name and surname, followed by your real name between brackets. So then that way we all know who is who, and just to keep it simpler, So you have Oliver Silverrunner, so just add Lucky there. The same with whole full character names, so that way when we start playing, because I will. Some of us actually, I know I'm not alone here. I remember discussing this with Oculan. I when I get sometimes I forget names. It's a thing that I do. I don't know why. So that way I might go and look in there. The same for all of us, Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. That's
Who are you?
awesome.
What we're doing here?
Yeah. So I was saying that you are like me, that sometimes we forget names, so it's very
No,
important.
I was joking. I was joking. That was a joke. I was like, who am I? What are we doing here?
Yep. That's what I mean. Yeah. So.
Yep.
Cool. So yeah, we all change the names. That's amazing. So character name followed by our real names. And now some of you, if you want, you can activate the 3D dice if you want. It doesn't really matter. It's up to you. On this campaign, we will not fully be using 3D die unless you want to in Roll20, but they are more fun to watch on stream, because obviously we won't see your character sheet died. Only you'd see those. So if you want to activate 3D die on Roll20, that would be fun if you do it, but you don't have to. Do you all know how to activate them if you wanted to anyway? Or shall I say the other way around? Does anyone not know how to activate the 3D die in Roll20? Yeah. Okay. They are on dice options, actually. It's just easy to kind of figure out. So yeah, you can then pick your color as well. So they look nice, on stream. Actually, let's just change to. Should we change to the combat scene? Let me make sure it's ready. Yeah, we're not gonna do that because it doesn't look very good. Unfortunately, the map is not fully captured properly. But yeah, you all will be able to see there that as we roll with the 3D die, and we now hear the clicks. Actually, that is good. I think you can hear them on stream as well. For you guys probably watching at home, you will be able to hear that as every time we roll. All right, so yeah, that was cool. All right, another thing, random NPC connections and allocations. Sometimes when a local NPC appears, I might ask one of you to locate a connection with them with you if it fits the narrative. I don't want to spoil anything with this, but by example, when we imagine like a new NPC comes, I will ask someone, so who knows this NPC? And then one of you just on their own will jump in and say, oh, I know this NPC from this and this. If no one answers, I might just say, Victor, what do you know about this NPC? Who is this connected to you and how is he connected to you? And I will do things like that sometimes, Can you hear us, Oculan, as well? Actually, just to make sure.
Yeah. Sorry,
I know
I'm just
that.
trying to figure something.
No worries. I'll wait for Lucky to. Can you hear us, Lucky? No, of course he cannot hear us.
How do you change your whisper roll settings again? Sorry, in Roll20.
So you just do them once only, So you type slash W space and then you type the name and then it whispers to whoever person you want to whisper to,
No, sorry. When I roll on D&D Beyond, it keeps
Oh.
asking me if I want to.
Okay, if you go to the Beyond 20 on your character sheet, you will be on the top there part. You have the Beyond 20 kind of icon, the little die with the B in the middle. So if you click on that, that will give you options. Otherwise, on there you can change it. Cool. So Lucky, you missed just a quick thing about the random NPCs allocations. That sometimes I was saying that sometimes I might ask one of you to allocate NPCs for you. So by example, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there will be a couple of NPCs who are changing on the module who now are gonna be related to you, to your character, Oliver. That are in the module, they're called something else and are completely different. So I will do that sometimes. The same way I might actually ask you randomly, how do you know this NPC to one of you, and just you will have to come up with something on the fly, if that's okay with everyone. Also, role-playing your chosen NPCs. Each of you chose a family member or a friend. Lots of those times, actually, I might ask you to role-play those NPCs as you were them, just to get how you want them to be role-played. So I might ask you to be your own father or mother or brother or friend and role play them. So think of how they look like, descriptions for them, also names and surnames if you haven't fully decided yet. I think all of us are here deciding on everything.
Sorry, just a quick side note for the like role playing them ourselves. Instead, and it's just like an idea. Would you like message us the day before, like the week before, and just say, hey, this character may or may not show up. Can you give me like a description of what they're like? So we'll just type it out to you, or maybe add it to our backstories, like what they're like, and then maybe we could just talk like side to side. Like I'll role play it for you as an example, and you could be like, oh, okay, so you kind of want it like this.
I just want you guys to. I don't want to be me telling a story. I want all of us to be telling a story. So the same way I improvise for you all the time, I want you guys to push you to do that, and put you on the spot. So I'm gonna do that a lot on this game. So I need to make sure you're all gonna be ready with it. I know
I'm a loner. I know no one.
Yeah, I know it's difficult, but yeah, definitely Lucky. We'll do that. I'll give you the heads up. So I can give you the heads up for all of you. All your NPCs will come up next week. So be ready to think how they look like. And I mean, you don't need to think how they act, you know, it can come naturally. Like Oculan was telling me the other day, he likes to see how he feels for those NPCs on the moment, or for his character, make decisions on the spot. And I think that's fun, you know, is a good way to kind of get on the darker side of DMing, that is to actually say, okay, so how is this person look like? And you are like, oh shit. So you just think and then come up with something. That's what you do, right? So yeah, I might ask you, so be aware. So I'll try to do that, Lucky, as much as I can. And yeah, think of your names for the NPC's surname and how they look like. Even though you might not write it anywhere, just be ready to decide that on the fly if it comes to it, you know, for fun. Okay, cool. Are you okay with that though? Just to make sure, all of you, are you all comfortable doing that kind of?
Yeah.
So okay. So is good enough. You know, like I'm so many things that I'm so with, and I still do them. So I'm gonna push you to do them to get out of your comfort zone there. All right, cool. Combat versus role play. We will be playing like a 60-70% role play, 30% combat. Sometimes we'll do puzzles, we might do chases, we might do war scenarios like Warriors of Kryn, all these different things. But the radio, roughly, it will be 70-30. So be ready to come to role play rather than to sit back and me to tell your story, because this is not gonna be that game. This is the game. This is your game. You know, it's your story, and I want you to make it your story. You know, by actually interacting. You know, as you know, the story is a little bit linear in places. There is a bit of non-linear, kind of like different parts that are a bit sandboxy, that you will have more choices, but. And we will end with a more epic, kind of like character-based driven second part of the campaign, as I've gone through all of you already. Okay, let me just show. Okay, so based on the house rules votes, some of you didn't like these two house rules regarding the death save, the no initiative, and the death saves. So we will reconsider those. We'll speak more offline about this and how you guys all feel, because I want to make sure everyone is happy. I don't want to just impose, even though we are democracy, there was a couple of votes that didn't like the concept. So once everyone votes, just make sure that you all did vote to see if you like those two house rules, and then we'll talk about it at different time. All right, let me just make sure. Okay, try. Yeah, okay, yeah, no worries. So we won't go through how that will work because we haven't decided yet. Okay. Also, just to let you know as well, characters. The Kryn is a non-magical world in a way, even though it's a magical setting. It's still D&D, but it's not a very high magic setting. Your characters are very high magical and have divine and powers and abilities that no one else on the world has. So I want you to be aware that it won't be a normal campaign where you can go to a magical item shop, by example, because there will not be a magical item shop anywhere you go, you know. So I want to make sure you're aware of that. As well, there is another rule as well that Mo asked me to add to this. Actually, I will be adding it to the home rules as well at some point soon. Your characters, we use this rule already on Tuesday. Some of you are not aware of it at all. So the rule is that your characters won't really know about magical items at all, really, on this campaign. Very, very unlikely. Just to avoid metagaming, sometimes you might know up to uncommon items as a rule. Anything over uncommon, you will never know what they are. So there will be things that you discover on game. Your characters on this campaign specifically, a magical item is something that no one really sees anywhere. It's very, very rare, you know. So like you all know about Ispin Green Shield, a magical shield that everyone talks about. So it's something that is so rare that he actually mentions it all the time to everyone, you know? So it's not that kind of world. So I want to make sure you all are aware of that before we start as well. That is going to be me giving you things. So out of game, we'll figure it out. We'll still get magical items. You will still have magical items, and we will make it into the story as organically as possible, and you will end up getting with things that you want. But like as I mentioned, your characters don't really know about magical items a lot. Is everyone cool with that? All right, awesome.
Yes. I have a question.
Yeah, of course, please go ahead.
For characters that know people that lived before the cataclysm, how does that work? Because there used to be magical items back then, right?
Not really though.
No?
Not as much. Only if you were from Istar, you know, because the cataclysm happened 300 years ago. So then just think of this world like a medieval kind of world where people are very unaware of magic due to the setting itself. Like, you know, there is druids someplace, but everything is very myth and legend, you know, like imagine more similar to our real world. So this is where your characters will stand out, because you are the ones with magic. You are the ones, of course, there is evil NPCs, there is characters with magic, there is wizards, there is mages, but everything is very obscure and kind of like unusual, you know? So your characters are gonna feel like real heroes here rather than any other setting, you know? It's like you still meet magical people and people with magical abilities, but no one apart from you has divine magic almost, you know? There has been a few chosen other ones on the world that you don't know, you know? The same way you've been chosen, the gods have chosen people everywhere in Kryn. So you might find other healers, but it's very rare, you know, and things like that. So be aware of that. Cool. Inspiration. From now on, some of you are used to getting inspiration, one free inspiration every game. We're not going to be doing that anymore on Sunday, neither. So from now on, we'll do inspiration rollies. So at the beginning of each session, one player, we will determine how this player does it, and I'll talk more to you about that in a second. We'll roll a d6, and this will be the number of inspirations that will be available per session. So imagine one of you roll a d6. Let's just try it out, and I'll tell you how it works. Just who wants to roll a d6 now? Just one.
Oh, I thought we were. Oh, I thought we were all. My bad.
Yeah, just the ones that you got earlier, that's extra, so that doesn't count. Okay, so yeah, lucky 4. So that will be 4 inspirations. So we will do, everyone roll a d20 now, please.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So who are we missing there? So I have Thessalia, Victor, Jareth, Zonated. Sorry, I keep mixing real names and character names. You as well, Lucky. Roll a d20 too.
I did. I rolled a 16.
Oh yeah, sorry, it's just a customized roll. So I think that's everyone, right? Yeah. Okay, so on this case, this will be the first roll we are doing, inspiration, for next game already, so record it, because there will not be one on our next game. This is our first game inspiration we are doing, so the highest 4 numbers get an inspiration. So who are the highest 4 in there?
18, 16.
So 18.
Me.
18, so you get 1, Sonated. Lucky, you get 1 as well. That's a 16. Julia, 15, you get 1. And Oculan, you get 1. So you guys have those inspirations. Those inspirations are to be used on the first session only. If you don't use them, they expired, so there will not
Okay.
be extra inspirations after. So make sure you save them. So each of you should have one already now, and then after that, then the ones that you just got now. Okay. All right. All right. So cool. So that's inspiration done. Then we're gonna go through this kind of like roles. I'm getting a little bit of feedback from your end, Sonated.
Oh, sorry, I am not muted.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you. Okay, so there will be some single roles as a group that we're gonna ask actually for you guys to do, and party group roles as well. So let's go through them. You're gonna hate me for this, guys. I'll give you. That's the one I was telling you earlier. Okay, so what we're gonna do? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna need some of you to pick up roles extra. So one of them will be the announcements. So every week, each of us are gonna go on rotation, unless you tell me you really don't feel comfortable. You can tell me off a stream to do it. Each of us will do the announcements every week, rotating on alphabetical order. So next week I will be doing the announcements. Then Sonated, well, I got it as David, so I will be changing the order now because Sonated is the name we're going to be using. But Julia, you will be doing the announcements after that. Then Nightly, then Lucky, then Martin, then Oculan, and then Sonated at the very end. So that's how we're going to be doing it. If you're not okay with that, you can tell me off stream. But otherwise, each of you will get to do the announcements like Lucky did today. Is someone off the go already really not comfortable with that, or are you guys okay doing that actually?
I'm good.
That's cool with me.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
So I'm last, so out of everybody. So I'm just thinking what week that is.
Yeah. We'll just do it week by week, So I will be telling you. I'll give you
Okay.
the heads up, like.
Okay.
But they are on Discord, so you just have to read it. It's no biggie.
Okay.
All right, so that's one role, announcements that we will all share, including myself. Then we have recap. That's another role as well that you guys will be taking exclusively. So the reason why to do this is because I want you guys as players, I want to know what you pick up out of the game. This is the best way for me to see which topics you are interested on and which topics you are not interested on. So what we are going to be doing, we have two options. Lucky, we are talking about the recap, yeah? You got that, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So we have two options. We can do it either the option one, every week, the same D20 for the inspirations that you guys just roll. The lower number out of all will do the recap. Bless you. Yeah, we'll do the recap improvise of the go. Pam. So imagine you all roll that D20. So on this case, this week will be. Who is this? Not that many. Yeah. Who is on this case? Sorry, there is a lot of rolls there. So it will be Victor, right? He got an 11. That's the lowest roll. So then I will ask you, Victor, what happened last session, and then you will have to improvise on the fly what happened on the last session recap. That's the option one. I know it's a bit forced. The option two will be for you guys. If you choose that, we'll have to choose this as a group now to see what you want to do it as. But the other option will be each month one of those groups that you already established for the Warriors of Kryn and all those things, between the two of you will be doing the recap for a month every week. You can either between the two of you decide like, okay, this week you do it, next week you do it. We want a very short recap. We don't want a whole like huge book. everything focus on the party, what the whole party did, rather than individual characters. So no individual characters at all, and you will be reading it live on stream at the beginning of the game. So imagine, what do you guys think of these two options? What do you guys prefer, actually? And do you feel comfortable doing that? Let's start the other way around now. So Oculan, let's start by you on the order on Discord. Which option do you prefer out of those two, and are you comfortable doing that?
My mic muted. Yeah, I don't mind doing the. Just it's the announcements, right? Yeah.
The recap now.
The recap. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. The recap. The announcements are also fine, but that's incidentally. I don't really mind, to be honest. In my own, like in another game I play in, it's just sort of whoever feels up for it at the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not something super elaborate. I don't want you guys to tell me a whole like story, like, oh my god, just basically basic. What happened? Like, okay, we went to this village, we did this, we did that, we did that.
Last session we went to a place and did a thing. Easy. There you go.
Yeah, you had this combat, like basic. Would you feel comfortable doing that?
Oh yeah. That's
Would
fine.
you prefer the improvise option for all of us to just decide on the spot, or would you prefer the option to do it as a group, the two of you do it for 1 month and then rotate it on all the groups?
I mean, I'd say probably just have it as a rota.
Okay.
Or do rollies for it, but if someone is like, oh no, I want to do it, then just let them do it.
Okay. All right. So let's say a bit of both. So you will be happy with either are.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So Martin, what are you comfortable doing the recap, and which option do you prefer if you are comfortable?
Yeah, I'm comfortable. I guess also a mixture of the two. Like a different person could do it every week on a rota as well. Maybe we can change the rota so it's not the same person that does the announcements. But that person will know that it's him or her.
Would you prefer it like individual or as a group of two?
I think individual, because as a group is. I mean, it's the same thing. It's just you got two people.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right. So let's put the same than Oculant, but individual. Okay. And then we'll decide off stream based on the responses you guys go here. I go from you here. So Oliver, Lucky. Well, I put you twice. I put Oliver and Lucky. So you get two votes? No. Okay. Lucky, which option do you feel comfortable, and are you okay to do the recap like that?
So I kind of agree with Oculin in the sense that we should kind of just like give the person like prep time. Like we should just know who it is ahead of time, and like we should be able to just say, who feels comfortable doing it this week.
Yeah.
Because it'd be kind of crappy if you were like, oh man, I really don't want to do a recap today.
Yeah. Okay. So more like a rota. It has to be done, so I definitely agree. I'm happy with either option, but if we're going to do it, it has to be who wants to be comfortable is not an option, because everyone hates it. I hate doing the recaps. All of you do. It's just a pain in the ass to do recaps, So it has to be more like something we establish and say, okay, unfortunately, we all sharing the task. I will be jumping there. I will be doing the recap too sometimes, So we'll do it like that just to be fair, we will all be sharing the duty, But yeah, okay. So I'll put. So you don't feel comfortable improvising it, right?
No, I kind of. It should be like planned ahead. That way we know.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you, Lucky. And now we move to you, Nightly. What do you prefer? Or are you comfortable doing it?
I think knowing who's doing it ahead of time and knowing what they're gonna knowing ahead of time what the recap is gonna be a lot better in my opinion.
Okay. All right. Yeah, okay, so I think we all agree, and you're okay with a single person to do it as well?
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Alrighty. So, Julia, what do you think? I know what you think because you already told me, but tell the people and tell us anyway.
I don't remember what I told you.
You told me
But-
you thought, either way, whatever you told me, it doesn't matter. So, what do you think now?
Honestly, I tend to forget things a lot. So for me personally, it would be helpful to know even before the session that I will be doing it the week after, just so I can kind of make some notes and make sure I get what's important. So maybe just have a rota and we know when it's our turn and stuff.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, amazing. Sonated, you are last but not least. What do you think?
Yeah. Oh, I think Yulia wants to add something to that now.
Oh yeah, sorry, Julia,
Yeah.
I missed that.
Just an idea. I don't know what you guys think, but we can do it like different person every week. But I was thinking in a way grouped, so one person from the group does the recap, the other person does the announcements or something to make it easier not to overlap. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does. But yeah, we could consider it. I'll make a note. I'll put a dot in there. Okay, cool. Thank you.
For me, I'm happy to do whatever which way, but the energy I'm getting just for the group, sake of the group, I think if the rota thing seems to be the most
Yeah.
universal thing.
Okay.
So as long as you know in advance, so yeah, like Yulia said, you can be taking notes in, or you get time to because it's live, you can go back to it and use it to rewatch and write stuff. I know I do that for my games on the other side. I rewatch everything because I
Yeah,
try
me
and do
too.
notes as a DM and stuff. I just, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And then the other guys don't want to do it. So I tend to go back and rewatch stuff. And so I have a recap for next time. So I think the rota seems like a decent idea. Maybe, yeah. So whoever goes first and then we just rota it and then we just go back to the beginning again and just
Okay. All right. So we'll
Re-
we'll do an
rewind
order.
and rewash and
Okay. Amazing. All right. So as we all agree, what we'll do just to make it easier for everyone, I'll start next week. The first session, actually, after the first session, I will be doing the recap. So that way you guys have a way of kind of seeing what my recap style is like. And then from that, we will start doing in an alphabetical order. So Julia, you will be doing it after me, Nightly, Lucky, Martin, Oculan, and Zonated last. So I will post is alphabetical order. So the same for the announcements. Obviously, whoever does the announcements, it will never overlap because I will be doing the recap, but then at the same time, Julia will be doing announcements. So it's always gonna go off different, So it's never gonna overlap. Cool. All right, but if you really want to do it as a team, we will consider option 2 as well, and I'll put it on Discord for everyone to put thumbs up, and then we do it like that. Okay.
Well, for next week, you'll be doing the
Yeah.
recap, and then I'll be doing the.
So for the next week, because we won't really have a recap. So, but yeah, the first recap I'll be doing it, but you will be doing the announcements next week. Actually, I'll be doing the announcements next week, and then just keep it like that. So we go from the top of the round. So I'll be doing the announcements next week, and then I'll be doing the recap the week after, and that way we will be always off sync. Cool. And then, but I will keep you posted. I will do it like how I.
so
used to do.
effectively you're just doing alternating weeks with everyone.
Yeah. So we'll be doing it like that. Then there is a thing that also another group role that will be interesting to take as well. That will be the party loot. But that one is a much easier one because you guys might not get so much as a party loot. But we will discuss offline who wants to do the party loot. And that will be someone who will have to be sole responsible of that. If that's okay with you guys. And we'll
Oculin's looking very greedy goblin looking at his
Don't know
face.
what you're talking about, mate.
if not, we will roll it.
Shit, mate, shut up.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I think that it'll be almost it. Then I was thinking as well to is a lot of adjudicating. So I was thinking to do a lore master as well, but I think that might be a bit too much actually now. It's too many. I see your faces. You're hating me so much right now. I feel the hate. Like I feel like Darth Vader here. So do you think to take the notes, someone to do like a lore kind of like guy who every week writes NPCs names and locations on Discord is too much to ask as well? Or what do you guys think?
I can do that. I already do that in all my D&D games that I play or DM.
It will be just to share your notes, you know. So when at the end of the game, this could be fun as a team. We could do that, you know. So imagine like we are in Bogler, right, and we start meeting all these NPCs. So between all of us, we will just put on the chat on Discord the names of these NPCs and a little bracket who they are, so you guys know and it's easier to find, you know. So instead of, we'll take like a communal notes if you guys think it's a good idea, you know, and then we'll see how it goes from that.
Would that be like as a separate text channel so it doesn't like go in amongst all the
yeah, there is like if you go to the Discord channels that we have, actually I made there. So
Lore Keepers Hall.
Yeah, so you have Lore Keepers Hall.
Yeah, I can see
you
it.
have recap teller cell. You have the announcements there. So I already did it on
Party
hand.
loot accountant.
Yeah, so that will be the role. So.
Okay, that's all there. Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, so then as a group, would you feel confident doing that as a group, actually, to do that and just share your notes a little bit?
Yeah, if it's not said, you can contribute.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Okay. All right. Amazing. Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, no, that's very good. Okay. See how we're going with time. Okay, yeah, that's cool. All right. So if everyone is okay with this, I'm very happy with it, and we will be trying it out and see how it works. If everyone hates it, we might reconsider things because, like I said, I want you make sure that you guys are happy. You know, that's important to me. So, yep. But it will be a good way for me to also see what is important for you, you know, with things you actually pick up on more, you know, and with things you are not interested on. So things that are maybe happen that could be important on game and you don't mention, that means that you found it boring, maybe, you know. Alrighty. So if anyone got any questions regarding any of these topics, otherwise we'll move on to the last topic now.
I'm going to continue.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. All right, so we'll do a quick run through the house rules at the very end of this. For now as well, each of you will be doing a D10 roll for a rumor of war. This is something that your character will have heard of the vine. So we'll be recording which roll each of you makes. So let me just make a note here. And I will ask you, so could each of you roll a d10, please? And this will be a rumor of war that your character only will know. They might be repeated rumors. So maybe if you roll the same die, your two characters who roll the same die will have heard the same rumor. And this is something that, as things are happening around in the world of Kryn, some rumors might be true, some rumors might not be true. Your characters don't know, they are rumors, right? So, but they will be something that you will know from the let-go. So I'll go one by one and just ask you for the number of the rolls, if that's okay. So let's start other way around once more. So maybe Zonated, what did you
Yeah,
roll?
it doesn't look good for me. Not one.
Oh no. Okay, so Zonated got an 1. It's a D10, right? So 1 on a D10.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Zonated Oculan, what did you roll?
I rolled a 7.
Okay, Oculan 7. Martin, what did you roll?
2.
2. Lucky, what did you get? Please.
6.
6. Oh, that's good. No repeats. Victor or Knightley, what did you get?
I got 5.
5. Nice. Damn. How are you guys doing this? Yulia.
I also got a 1.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Boo 1. Boo.
All right.
So our characters instantly die.
Yeah. So that will be a
Ruin all your
rumor.
characters,
No,
guys.
that means that your characters have been up to no good together. You've been gossiping
Yeah.
together.
Yeah,
somewhere.
maybe that could make sense. Maybe you heard it of each other. Who knows, right? But there might be other times on game that I'll ask you to roll this maybe as well. Again, there might be other situations where on character they will be say on the module now there is a rumor, so I might even roll it for myself, and an NPC might tell you all as a group or individually, things like that. Cool. So that's something else. Let me make sure I'm not skipping anything. Okay, and then we will end at the end with you introducing your characters, but we'll do the house rules first. Okay, so that's the one. Yeah, character pronouns and introduction, so we'll leave that to the end. Final questions and answers, we'll leave that to the end after that. Okay. All right, so boring, super boring, house rules. Okay. So let me actually, yeah, let me put them, open my house rules. Do you all have a copy of the house rules? They are on Discord. We'll go through it together now. So let me just find them. 1 second, and I'll open them because I don't have them on my computer, and I will just make sure that all of us are okay with them, literally. So they are pinned message. So, okay, yeah, here. Okay. Do you all have a copy of them now open?
Yeah, they're somewhere. I'm trying to find them.
Yeah, if you go to the Discord chat, the Hearts of War Discord chat, just click on pin messages there on the main Hearts of War chat out of the ones that we have there. Let me just quickly make sure that I don't lose this because this is quite tricky. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's because it downloads the file. That's why it's already on my computer.
Yeah. So if you all let me know when all of you have it open there in front of you. That's gonna make it much easier. Okay. All right. Everyone got it? Or you need a minute?
Yep.
Yeah. Lucky, you got it as well?
Mhm.
Okay. Awesome. All right. And Victor, Julia, everyone has it. Yeah. Julia, you have them as well?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So I think that's all of you, right? Just let me know if you cannot find them. Okay. And that way we can go through much quicker if you all have it open, so you can read it with me together at the same time, so you can be more rather than just be talking. Yeah. Okay. So full hit die reset after completing a long rest. This one is very straightforward. As per the rules, normally you don't get that. You only get half of your hit dice as per the rules. But we are adapting this to as a home rule that we already use in all of our games. So every time you have a long rest, you will be regaining all your spent hit die. Yeah, is that everyone okay with that? Understand that? All right, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, another one. This is as per the rules as well. This is change for you, Julia. You're the main one who has the change. I think everyone else probably will already play with that rule. You can only cast one spell and a bonus action spell and an action cantrip, or a action spell and a bonus action cantrip per turn. That's pretty straightforward. We use it on all our other games. That's how the rules go, but we just changing it because in our Sunday game we didn't do it like that before. Only one RP justify multi-class per character limit, and be aware that it might not occur instantly. It will come as a cost in terms of training, studies, gold, blah blah blah. Speak to the DM beforehand. So that's pretty straightforward as well. If you want to multi-class your character, you will have to role play out in time. It's not like your character one morning he wakes up and he's a wizard too. It's like, well, how? So I think that kind of makes sense with everyone. And if you're all comfortable with that as well, I think we just keep going. All right. Silent death. When you make death saves, we will use whisper rolls to do it. So we can do it on the on D&D Beyond, when you do the death save roll, click Whisper to DM, and then do the roll. On secret, only me and you will know what you roll. That will add more tension to the game and avoid metagaming. So maybe your character is dying, but to everyone, they don't know if he's dying or not. So then that way, it creates more tension if everyone is cool with that. Are you all familiar with using whisper rolls on your D&D Beyond character sheet, I assume? Right? Okay. All right. Awesome.
Sorry, what was that last part with the saves?
Yeah, so when your character goes down, when you make a death saves, you do a DM whisper on your character sheet. Instead of doing publicly your death save roll, you do it on only to me.
Oh, I can see the option for the Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So that way, and you don't react to it. So your
D&D Beyond.
Yeah. So your companions won't know whatever you go, and that's the.
So
kind
I
of
write
fun.
to you what I rolled.
You just roll it, because then when you roll it, only if you click DM whisper, it will only appear on my in my Roll20.
In the game log. If I put that and then roll.
Yeah, then roll, it will only come to me and you. No one else will see. Just try it out if you are okay.
Yeah, I'm just doing that now, yeah.
I don't think it worked. No, yeah, to DM. Yeah, so it worked.
I got it though.
Oh.
I can see it.
Really? Why though? Damn it, what did you do? Okay.
what did you do?
I don't understand.
No, I just put to send to default D Dungeon Master.
Because it says to DM too here. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Did you guys just see the D20 roll I just put in?
Let me just 1 second switch off this because this will make the difference, because now I have it on the dark mode, and like this I cannot see things properly. So let me just make it bright.
Is that on sorry, is this on D&D Beyond, or is it on
on D&D Beyond?
Yeah, I mean it still says it's come through on Roll20 though as well.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Cool, everyone, just try it quickly, the rest of you, just to make sure it's working, and then we'll figure out why. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Yeah. Oh damn, that wouldn't be good, Julia. You got a natural one. That's 2 that saves for her. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try one more time in case zonated. So just try it.
To Dungeon Master roll.
Yeah. Nope. That's so weird.
What are you guys rolling?
If you check the chat of the call, I've just put it's /GM roll, and then you put your roll.
When you guys click
on D&D Beyond.
No, on Discord.
Yes, I do this all on D&D Beyond. It's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Oh, do you do it on D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
That's. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why it's. Let me. Is it because you guys are doing D20s?
Yeah, maybe try a D20. Yeah, let me just.
No, because that just showed up for me as well.
Are you guys using Roll20 or D&D Beyond?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah.
Roll20.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who is it working for, and who is it not working for?
They got Beyond 20, so that's.
Yeah, you should have Beyond 20. Yeah, so if you go to go on.
Yeah, if you go to D&D Beyond, next to the right of your name, where it says Manage, you can click on Beyond 20, and then you can do Never Whisper, and then click Always Whisper.
Yeah, I just literally as you were saying that, I found that. So let's try that now. That's probably why it's doing that.
There's an easier way to do it. If this is only for death saves, right?
Yeah. Well, sometimes I might ask you for a secret roll, but very unlikely.
Here we go. I got
fair.
to look.
If you go on Roll20, and the dice roller in the left-hand side, there's just a little toggle button that says GM roll.
Yeah.
I know about that one. I'll see if it's going. No, don't do that. Don't do that. What? Oh, it's not giving me an option for GM. Sorry.
No worries. I'll make a note here now.
Let me try this. Let's try it now. Anybody see that one?
Let me just make sure. Actually, yeah. 2GM. That was only me. You roll a
Does
natural
anybody,
one, right?
Yes. Can
Yep.
anyone else see that?
I got mine to look.
Last thing I see is Zachriel.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the 12, but you don't see the one after, right?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so
then,
I'll do it that way then.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Yeah. So then
Okay,
you got
that's
it.
the way I'll do it. All right.
Yay. Thank you.
Cool.
Cool. Okay. Let me just see where we were. I just lost myself on the list, and I think we are getting towards the house rules here. So, so silent dead saves we have there. Be as interactive as possible, describing spells, attacks, and other actions. We already discussed that. Very straightforward. Be ready for your turn before it comes, especially when you are a spellcaster. And also states, I end my turn or I finish my turn, either way, whether you are a spellcaster or any class. So we all know you finish your turn and you're not going to be doing anything else. So we can move to the next person.
And just with, say, obviously, finish your turn. When it comes to your turn again, obviously, it's a case I don't respond. Or I don't do anything. You know, when it comes to the next saves after you've done your first one.
Oh yeah. I mean,
when it comes around to your turn, it's just for the first one.
No, this is for all your dead saves. You do it with a whisper roll, but then this is for a normal encounter. Forget your dead saves now. So just imagine we are in an initiative now.
Oh, so people can see I've been downed, but it's more like they don't know what the result of the saves are.
Yeah,
right.
That's right. Yeah, so they will know you're down for the dead saves, but
so they don't know. Like usually people say you succeeded or failed, so you don't say.
Okay. Yeah, so you have to stand still and not react like, oh, because some people go like, yeah, or no. Obviously, if it's a natural 20, sure, because your character is going to come back to life. But anything other thing, you don't, is better.
I turn into an angel.
Yeah, you have to stay bitch face like I do a lot. You're going to see me like a lot of like this kind of face like, well, what does that mean? Okay, so yeah, this is for when you do your normal turn, when you imagine I'm a sorcerer, so I cast my cantrip, I cast my bonus action Expeditious Retreat spell, and then I said okay, I move, and then I say at the end, okay, so I finish my turn. So then I know as at the end I will go like, okay, Oculan, you're next. Because that's a cue to make it faster, so the same
fireball.
Yeah, so the same when you are, and so be ready, you see, like he's ready, so he casts fireball. So think before your turn comes. I will still prompt you all the time anyway, but before your turn comes, be ready to know what you're going to be doing rather than focusing on other things. So this is something important. I know some of you have issues with keeping concentration on what's happening. But the best way to do that is just like actually to stay off the internet, stay off Discord, stay off the chat, just focus on what is happening, because otherwise you are distracted, because I know it's hard, to keep concentration, but that's the best way to do it, to stay and take notes, write things down so then you are engaged, Cool. Falling damage, this is a bit boring, but as per the book there is a maximum damage. Basically on here we be adapting it depending on the situation. So if you do like do not worry, we are practically gods, like Marisha Ray famous situation on Critical Role, and you think that you're only gonna take 20d6 if you fall very high up, you might be wrong and you might actually die. So be aware that your actions will have consequences, and we might sometimes skip this rule. If you fall from the moon, like the saloon, that's the example there, all the way down to Toriel, is going to be more than 20d6, you're not going to make it. So that kind of thing, right?
I might make it.
Yeah, maybe if you have Featherfall, or if you have there is some things that overcome that, but yeah. Okay, publish official material only. You all know this. Except Blood Hunter and Gunslinger, preferably not of those if you can make it, but if not, if you have to, that's okay. I'll tolerate it. God, like his face.
I've already fixed one of those problems for you. No.
Okay, yeah, I know, right? Thank you so much for that. I'll be speaking to your inspiration deals later. Don't worry.
just slip me one on the down low.
I know, right? Yeah, because they are so broken. I love.
Notice me getting a lot more magic items than everyone else.
Gunslinger is not broken. It is very bad.
Yeah, it is weirdly bad and confusing. But yeah, cool. Okay, this rule is good. Anything under 100 gold pieces, if you have the money, you can exchange it for material components, assuming that you somehow off game when applicable. So imagine you're in the middle of a combat and you just use Greater Restoration and you stated, I don't have any more diamonds now, and then you go I cast Greater Restoration with more diamonds. How did you get them? Well, it was I make a hole in the ground and I dig for them. No, but if you have a spell, anything that you think that is under 100 gold pieces or 100 gold pieces or under, we can assume you got things off game, kind of on downtime, and you have enough components so you can exchange them for gold or whatever way. Okay, but double check with me if it's anything that is very specific, by example, if you get Identify and you want the pearl, so then we can come out together with the story of how you got 100 gold piece worth pearl for Identify or things like that, right? Cool. Any questions so far? Okay, I guess that's cool. All right, very straightforward. Bonus action to take a potion, an action to give it to someone else. That's pretty straightforward. You can also use your action to take the potion if you want, but you can take it as a bonus action instead if you want. To go prone, drop an object you're holding, or stop concentrating on a spell are free options on your turn. That's very clear too. In addition, switching weapons has been added to the interaction with options objects, so you can change weapons like draw a shield and maybe put your weapons. So you can do a sword, put the sword, store the sword away, and draw a dagger with your interaction. If you wanna then do an extra something else, like example, equip or unequip the shield, we'll discuss that. Sometimes we might be able to do it as a bonus action if you want to. It depends based on the situation, Game inspirations will be granted by the DM, working as hero points to a maximum of 4. So those are the ones that stay. This doesn't count for the game one. So if you have an inspiration each game that you need to use on that game, you can still give it away to someone else. Imagine Lucky is making that saves. He already failed 2 and he's got his last one, and you know that he could die if he fails. So if you have 2 inspirations, you can give those 2 inspirations to Lucky to turning into 1 for him, so he can roll with advantage on his last death save, for example. Okay, deception checks. Players and NPCs to do checks automatically if relevant. This is something that is just a bit tricky, but sometimes be aware. Don't lie to the DM or to the players. Just, it's just a bit meta and weird. Sometimes I had in situations where this happen, So if you're lying and I don't know you're lying, then I'm not going to be able to ask you to make a deception check because you're lying to me too, maybe. So it's kind of a weird topic. So be honest, if you're lying yourself and you know you're lying and you realize that no one is spotted, just say, well, shall I make a deception check, DM, or, or something like that, right? Cool. The same with the NPCs, I will be doing them on the side. I won't be rolling and telling you because then you will know they are lying. But, if they are lying, I might ask you, make an insight check because maybe I'm expecting for you to pick up the lie, even though you don't know he's lying and things like that. Fate rolls. We are changing the rule for the Sunday game as well. So all the fate rolls are the same now. for Julia and Martin. Martin, you use them already differently on Wednesday, but mainly for you, Julia. So now when we do a fate roll, fate rolls is something I might ask you in certain situations, is to do with luck, to see if you find things, if things happen, if things that you want are there, things like that. So I might ask you roll a d20 and I'll say make a fate roll. So I will be asking you pick high or low. So you will be picking high. If you roll 11 to 20, that will be a success. If you roll a 10, we re-roll. If you roll 1 to 9, that will be a failure. So instead of just rolling a d20, we'll be picking now the high or low. Okay? Everyone clear with the fate roll? Cool. Exploration initiative might be used sometimes as requested by the DM. Spell casting through magical items, that's a different one as well, a new one. Any spell that requires concentration casting through a magical item uses your own concentration as per the rules, just to clarify that once more. However, if you can use a spell that has an action to cast a spell through a magical item, you can then use a bonus action to cast another spell. It doesn't count as per the rule of you casting one spell per turn. That's pretty much what it means. So if you have a shield that allows you to cast Bless with your action, then you can cast a bonus action. How is it called? The Fire Smite, how it's called, I always forget. Yeah, that one, for example, right? As a paladin. Scorching Smite, I think it's called. Awesome.
Branding smite.
Yeah, Branding Smite, yeah, that's it. Okay. Invisibility, also just to clarify, the creature's location can be detected by the noise they make. So being invisible, if you start moving around, people will know you're there. Same, if you speak, even if you're invisible, everyone will know where you are. You will be leaving marks. So if you are in melee, if you want to move away and not provoke opportunity attack, you will have to move a half speed, and then we'll be asking you to do a stealth check. Otherwise, you will be, if you roll really bad on that check, then you will still be noticed. But however, if you move a half speed, then you might not even have to do a check at all otherwise. Okay, yeah, I explained this roll actually, sorry. This is not. So if you move a half speed, you don't do the check, you just move. If you wanna just chance it, then you do a stealth check. If you wanna move a normal speed. My apologies. And then
Would you have advantage at that point because you're invisible?
no, straight roll, because invisibility is it makes sound, but if you move a half speed, then you don't need to make a roll at all. You just are not hurt, and that's the rule. We do the same on Tuesday. We use it on Tuesday to the same roll. Because you are moving, you still make noise with your weapons. Moving, when you move. Even with your wings, if you're flying, your wings make sound, so that's kind of like the rule. I know it's a weird rule, but it is what it is. All right, polymorph. You retain knowledge of who your allies are instead. On the normal polymorph, you don't know anything. You are just a beast. On this one, as we use it, you know who your allies are. Then last one, almost getting there. Using Revivify during combat. We do the Mercer critical role rule. So if you're doing Revivify during combat, you need to do a DC 10 using your spell casting ability modifier. And if you don't succeed on that, you will not be able to Revivify the person this turn. You will not be using your diamond, but you will be wasting your action either way, and the spell slot. If someone has been Revivified already, the DC goes up by 1, depending on how many times they died. So imagine sonated character Sacriel has died already. You want to revivify him, so his DC will be 11, right, instead of 10. So this check. Okay. Each time you cast a spell, display in roll 20. That saves a lot of time for clarification. Like you know how to display a spell on D&D Beyond. You just, when you gonna cast the spell, there is a thingy there on the top that says cast in BBT or display on BBT. So that way we can all read the spell together, because it's a lot of spells and lots of the times we might misread them, and yeah, that will make it, thank you guys, that'll make it so much easier for everyone. We always do it on Sunday and on Tuesday already anyway, but on Wednesday as well. So yeah, and lastly, this is something new, holding your breath underwater. So you can hold, or this is mainly for underwater more than anything else, but for anything else, you can hold your breath a number of rounds equal to your constitution score. So that's your big number. Once you reach your breath holding limit, you drop to zero HP, fall unconscious, and start making death saves. You cannot be healed if you are under in a space with air, even with magical means. So if you are underwater and you are suffocating, healing doesn't work. You cannot breathe. So you're gonna die unless you get out of the water, pretty much. Okay. Any questions regarding the house rules? That was it.
Not for me.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So last but not least, please, guys, who are you playing? Tell us a little bit about your characters and how you're gonna be playing them. Give us a little bit of something. We have still around 15 minutes to do that. So let's go one by one. Who wants to go first? Please introduce your character, your class. What are you gonna flavor him like? What is their pronouns? And that will be the last thing we'll be doing. Please, whoever wants to pick this up.
No spoilers. How dare you?
Yeah. You don't need to describe it. It's just more for us, like for us as players, because everyone has been checking and snooping on each other's character sheets already anyway.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
No idea.
Oh yeah. I've already been discovered. I tried to keep the secret. I've been discovered already.
I'm judging you all so hard by all of your choices. You know this.
Yes.
I'll go first if you guys want.
Oh, he hates warlocks.
I do think Warlock is a very poor, very
And he's
poorly designed.
Buddied up with one.
Not by choice.
The paladin hates warlocks. That makes sense.
The
I
friend
was
you never
not
wanted.
with you. I was not.
Yeah.
I didn't.
This was fate.
That's fine. You'll be fine. Just don't come anywhere near me. Be all right. I'll
I missed a step in. I missed a step out. In. In out.
Smite you to the ground. What was I going to say? Yes, I am playing a male half wood elf called Jared Smith. I have to keep swapping between my character sheet and Discord if my face keeps flashing. Hang on, I don't know if I can put you side by side. There we go. It's a bit easier. Yes, half elf, half wood elf paladin called Jared Smith, who's on a bit of a journey at the moment. He's an ex kind of thief slash con man slash criminal. Not much of a smooth talker, but knows how to kind of work people, so to speak.
Yeah, we're sorry for interrupting. We're getting a little feedback from Lucky and Zonated. Please.
Oh, I was petting my dog. Sorry.
No, don't worry. Just mute yourselves, please, as you are not talking like we just discussed, please. Thank you. Sorry. Cool. Keep going. Sorry.
Yeah. So he's on a bit of a kind of a path to redemption, so to speak. He's still not quite there. So I'm hoping to come up with some interesting interactions. Let's just say his invisible mage hand will be annoying some people and might be a little slippery occasionally when he sees something he might want. Just a gold piece or two, nothing serious. But he will hopefully grow through, meeting his new friends and meeting the people on the road, so to speak. And
yeah.
Ask questions first, punch later. Very much.
Yeah, he's rough. He sounds like a bit of a hood, right?
Yeah, I gave it away a bit when I said he's on the path to redemption, but that's my subclass as well. Eventually.
Does he use any pronouns? He, him? Pronoun?
Yeah, he, him.
Okay, cool. You just need to mention if he uses a pronoun that is not there.
Traditional.
Yeah. Let's put it like that. This is a very tricky subject. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah, no, it's fine. Nothing fancy.
cool.
Just a run of the mill half elf. I nominate Oliver.
Well, thank you. I am going to be playing Oliver Silverrunner, Bard. I will keep his subclass a secret. But yeah, flavor wise, we'll find out when we get to episode 1 when you'll meet him. I'm pretty much only gonna give away his name. That's pretty much all I got, really. I don't want to give away too much. I like surprises, and so
no,
does
no,
he.
that's amazing. Thank you. And he uses he/him pronouns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now moving
Amazing.
on to our eldest elf,
Oh my god, everyone has got elves.
Martin.
Yeah.
No. I'm unique. I'm different. I'm custom lineage, aka human. Martin, you're the oldest elf.
I'm not. I'm only 127. I don't know, guys. But I will be playing Lorandil Greenleaf. He's a local of Eastwild Forest. He's a ranger. He's well known around the area. He's been there for a few years, so you might have seen him if you've been to the forest. He goes to Bogler quite regularly to see his grandfather, and he's been known to like procure some materials, some plants for the local shops, if they ask me. It's the typical ranger, lots of greens, hood, longbow. He does wear a holy symbol of paladin that he found somewhere. He doesn't know much about the god itself, but he has a connection with him. And that's it. He's from Glenhaven Hollow, which is a small village inside the forest. And his
All right.
his parents live there, and sometimes you see me with my cousin Thessalia.
Oh, okay. I assume he uses he/him pronouns too, as well.
Yeah.
And please send me your backstory. You're the only one that I don't have. Yeah. So
It's that simple.
I know, but just for me to make notes, So just if you could post it on our Discord little specific group, that would be amazing. So then I will be using it for your names of your family and things like that. But yeah, as you say, Thessalia, you've been popcorned. Please go ahead, go next.
Okay, so I'm playing Thessalia. I might change the last name until next week. I am not sure yet.
Okay, so my mom might have a second last name then.
I was gonna talk to you about that, Martin, but we'll talk after.
I hope you don't, so I don't have to change the layout
So
again.
she's
No,
a
I'm joking.
half-elf cleric. You cannot hear me?
No, I meant Cisco. Sorry.
Oh. Half-elf cleric. She's probably the youngest half-elf. Just turned human, 23. Her father is one of the doctors, or the doctor in Vogler, so she's kind of picked up medicine from him and helps him around. She is religious. She follows Kiri Joleth. And I think that's about it for now. We'll leave the rest for... Okay, popcorn.
And she, her pronouns, right? Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Just mention your pronouns, so I don't need to keep asking. Cool. All right. Awesome.
Knightley?
Alright. I'm playing a Drow half-elf. His name is Victor Umea. And, hold on. We're gonna switch between D&D Beyond and Discord for the backstory. He grew up in a forest next to Vagla, and his father is the little village that is next to Vagla. Nathan Kailoa, I think is how you say it.
Yeah, let me. Just to clarify that. So he is from a different place. It's like a little drow and elven settlement as well that is also nearby Bogler, right? So
Yes.
let's go through. Yeah, Nithren Kylora. Nithren Kylora, I think.
Nathan Kailoa.
Yeah, just
Okay.
however you wanna pronounce it, I'm happy with. I'll pronounce it my way. You pronounce it your way because it's one of those that doesn't really have an English pronunciation. So Kylora sounds nice to me if you like it, but you can pronounce it however you think.
But he grew up in that village with his father, who is the herbalist and the alchemist for the little village. And when he became an adult, so 18 as for half elf, he eventually decided to leave the village with his best friend to go to Vagla for reasons I'm not going to disclose as of right now. Um,
All right, amazing. Thank you very much for that. Anything else from Victor Yumera?
no, not
All right,
no,
and
no.
him pronounced, I guess, as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, amazing. So, popcorn, you decide who. I'll just mute myself and keep it in my crisps.
I'm just trying to remember names and Discord names to.
I'll tell you what. Am I the only one that's not gone yet?
I think so.
I think it's just
Donated.
me. There we go. So my character is Zachariel Finley. In terms of Vogel, my family's probably known, and I kind of just thought of the Cisco in terms of my father is a fisherman, kind of runs his own like kind of small fishing plots, if you will. Like, decided to come up with a name for the business, Finn Lake Fishery, and that's kind of what known for. But I'm also going to be returning from a non-disclosed place. I went away for a while because I'm my interest to books, and interested in things outside the village. Interested in just in improving my and expanding my intellect in various capacities. So yeah. Obviously, if you've had a snoop, you'll know what class I am. But for those who haven't, I'll keep it that way.
Nice, yeah, cool. And him pronounced as well, I guess, right?
Yes, he, him pronounced, yes.
Okay, yeah. And anything else you want to share with us, or you want to keep it secret, everything?
Yeah, because I think he definitely grew up in Vogler, but it's like so he lives more like where the fishery is. He lives, he lived the fishery when he was younger. Like they just live there as well, especially when his father would have to do the early morning. It's best time to fish early in the morning. So no, he'll go out early, spend all day, come back, and rinse and repeat and do the same thing. I guess everybody would know his name. His name was Ferris Finlake. My mother was called Diana. And yeah, I've been away for a while, so I'm probably one of those people that kind of like, oh, do you remember so and so? I wonder what he's up to. It's so the me that left may or may not be the same as I was when I was young, because I think most of the people, maybe some of you may vaguely know me. You'll know maybe of my family's business, but apart from that, it's you remember me as a younger self. I'm human as well. I think I didn't mention that. Say I've not really given age, put in his 20s. Maybe kind of 24 human years, give or take. Yeah.
All right, yeah, thank you very much for that.
Yep.
Sorry, I just need
Cool.
to unmute myself from two places
Nice.
until I find a way.
Nom,
My,
nom, nom.
unfortunately, my mic doesn't have the switch on and off option, so it's a bit. I'm gonna have to work on that and find a solution for that because otherwise I need to mute myself on both. So if I mute myself
Yeah.
on OBS, then you still hear me in Discord and the other way around. So it's just like, oh, ouch. Okay, amazing. Thank you very much, guys. I can't tell you how much I look forward to know more about your characters, to be telling this story together. I know this session 0 is the most boring thing ever, so thank you for your patience as well. Thanks. Yeah. Anyone got any questions, anything else they want to add before we go tonight?
Where encounter?
Mhm.
Where encounter? I want to fight something.
I know, right? I know. I would love to. I actually had it planned, but then in the end, you see, we've been, because it's so many things to go through, you know. So I knew it was gonna be. I know. I want to fight something too. I wanna do some roles. I promise you. I'll do this generally. Anything that you guys mention, like Sonated, all the things you told me that are not in your backstory, please update it for me there before next week and change it.
Yeah, I've just added it already.
Oh, you're amazing. And maybe delete the old one and just kind of make a new one. This
I just added that little bit on the end.
Okay, amazing. Yeah, I just need to delete the rest so I know, because then afterwards I'm gonna get so confused. Each of you have a lot of NPCs and all these things. So
Yes.
so yeah, like your
But
name.
that's the only change I'm
Yeah,
planning to
like
do,
the
so
name.
that's
Yeah,
all.
is the all there. Yeah, amazing. Just Martin is the only one who's gonna understand this. Martin, he knows Derathros. Wow. Yep, that's it.
For him, I'm sorry for him.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Just for you to know, Zonated, Derathros is my character from Thursday Game, who is from Kreen, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he's super evil. He wears black robes.
It's not
That's
true.
all you need.
A default villain colors.
It's not
yes.
true. He's a very
Default
good person.
villain.
He's a very good
He thinks-
person, question mark.
He thinks they are red robes, but they're really black, really dark
Oh, no.
red. And they look black.
He just
So-
hasn't washed them in a while.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
black.
Yeah.
It's just-
Yeah.
Yeah, Fistantandalus, yeah, nothing to do with him at all, 100% sure. Alrighty, yep, thank you very much, guys, yeah, thank you. If, like, once more, I ask you again, anything else you want to ask, any questions, anything else?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah? Oh, look at that, I love your rats, I'm so jealous, I love rats so much, they're so cute, they're the cutest thing ever.
I miss having a pet.
Alright, so I
The-
think
the
if...
neighborhood cats will have to do.
Yeah. So I think if you guys are okay, I
Yeah.
have apologies. If let me drink some water. Damn it! That's why I hate even crisps in stream. Thanks for all of you for being here with me tonight. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you all as
Yeah.
always. Yeah, thank you very much. We didn't use any music or anything, but I'll be adding more announcements to that. Yeah, thank you guys. I love your characters. I'm so looking forward to start playing with you next week. Get ready, like I said, get your best boys ready. If you have
Yes.
one, if you don't, it doesn't matter, But yeah, I'm so looking forward to be telling this story together, and is Dragonlance and Kreen is been so close to my heart since the book came out. I just got so obsessed with Kreen. I love the setting. I think it's amazing. It's a very nice setting and the actual war theme of the campaign is something that I'm really looking forward to. It feels like a very Second World War with dragons. It's just like fucking scary. So yeah, I look forward to that, and thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you very much. And
Thank you, Cisco.
Thank you.
Until for you guys watching at home, until we see you on Tuesday or Wednesday or next week here, please stay magical as always, and Happy New Year again. Yay! Take care.
Happy New Year.
Good night,
Bye.
everyone.
Everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.